Welcome Capricorn, welcome to your Quantum Tarot reading with Louise. I'm going to pull out 3 columns, a challenge column, a solution column and an outcome column. So let's see what we have here for you today. The King of Swords. You may be struggling with authority at the moment. You may feel that there's some sort of intellectual challenge that you're facing right now. Authority, logic, mastery. You may be having a challenge trying to master a project, a task, a new skill that you're trying to learn. You may be managing a younger team than yourself, and you have junior people in the team that are maybe not learning as quickly as you may like, or not growing as quickly as what you would hope or what's required for the task at hand. You may be wishing for the days that, you know, childhood days. There's some nostalgia coming in here. So you may be wishing that you were in a former time in life when times were more simple, when times were more innocent. These are my own personal card decks. You won't find anyone else reading from these tarot card decks. You have the Spiral Sage, Wisdom in Evolution. Escapism and avoidance, getting lost in illusion, ignoring waking responsibilities, fear of inner truths, confusion between fantasy and reality. Capricorn. Are you trying to escape your reality right now in some way or another? Are you relying on alcohol, drugs, food, any other stimulant really in order to distract you from the task at hand, from the issue at hand? I mean, you're a Capricorn, so your ability to be diligent in the long run and have a plan. You know, I think you need a plan, because this is what's missing right now. Your logic, you're not using your logic to work your way out of this issue. You're letting your emotions draw you into a negative habit, a negative addiction, or it doesn't have to be as strong as an addiction, but let's just say an unhealthy habit. You're allowing that to take over you, rather than using your intellect and your logic and your mastery over your own mind, which you do have. It's a sword, you know, it's an air sign, King of Swords. So you have that, but you're not tapping into that fully at the moment. Let's see what solutions are available to you. Action, decisiveness, swift change. Again, more swords. Swords are about intellect. So for me, I'm really seeing use your mind more, Capricorn. You have a very intelligent mind, but you're not using it right now. You're being led more by your emotions and your desires than you are your mind. So also drawing from your family, because your family are there to support you here with the 10 of Cups. So I see a positive network around you that you can draw from. But you may be hiding something from them. You're not telling your loved ones everything. You're not telling them the scale of how you feel. They don't really understand the depth of what you're going through right now. And it would really benefit you to open up with who you feel safe with, and just open up and give them an opportunity to support you. Then we have the twin splits, the double split experiment. In quantum physics, this is called the Copenhagen experiment, where it was believed that by looking at a particle, it changed the expression of the particle, it changed the behaviour of the particle. So people deduced that by observing something, we collapse it into reality. Really, we live in a field, it's called fluid dynamics, that we live in a field of energy. And when you add something into the field, it changes the behaviour of the field, which then changes the direction of everything in the field. So for you, I'm feeling that you need to change the flow. You're in a current dynamic at the moment where there's a certain momentum, there's a certain flow, and it's not working in your favour, but that dynamic has built up over time, and you almost feel like because there's so much momentum in a particular direction right now that you can't change it, that the force is working against you. But it's absolutely not, because every decision that you make, you can instantly change that momentum. You can at least stop the momentum. You know, like, yes, it might be hard at first. Like if you imagine a car being pushed down a street, it would take more energy to stop the car, and then it will take energy to start pushing it the other way. But then once you get the momentum going, it will start flowing. So yes, there will be some energy required initially, but I keep coming back to your mind, Capricorn. Don't use your willpower or your force. Use your mind, because if you start to think differently, like start listening to positive affirmations or injecting some positive gratitude into your mind. You know, there's lots on YouTube now, affirmation channels, or you could even listen to more tarot channels. Just have a detox from social media and resubscribe to more positive channels. I think that would help. Particularly affirmation channels is really coming in strongly. You have the nodes card. The nodes are what interconnects us all. So in the quantum field, that it's full of like nodes, like latitude and longitude lines on the world map. That also exists in the quantum field, and every node is a point of information. So you are a node, we're all a node, and we're contained by infinite nodes. And what is that? What's the information that you want to emit to those around you? Like, how do you want to play a role in the wider network of your surroundings? Think, plan that. Be proactive. Don't just let life happen to you. You take control of your personal brand. How do you want people to perceive you? Think consciously about that and make a decision, and then you'll start to act in accordance with that, and people will then start to see you in that way. If you take these action steps, Capricorn, we've got some absolutely amazing outcome cards for you. You've got 2 aces. Aces are the cards of new beginnings. So there's a really beautiful new beginning coming up. You've got the Pentacles, which is your sign, Capricorn, earth sign. So you have a new beginning in material abundance. Maybe it might be a new promotion, a new line of career, a new financial income, like a pay rise, or you may come into some money that you weren't expecting. You could, so there's definitely a new material beginning coming in for you that will lead to more material wealth and more material stability. You've also got the Ace of Wands, which is creativity and potential, inspiration. So your inspiration and your joy of life is going to come back, which is really amazing, because I feel like that's been missing for you for a while. But if you do the inner work, Capricorn, you are going to feel like a brand new version of yourself, and there's going to be new opportunities. You're going to create them. I see them coming both ways. You're going to create the opportunities, but they're also going to come externally as well. Some might surprise you. So watch out for all these beautiful surprises coming your way, Capricorn. Then you have quantum theory. Quantum theory is the theory of everything being entangled. You know, you're not separate from your environment. You are part of a bigger picture, and you're going to start feeling more connected to your environment and the life that you're surrounded by. Because I feel like at the moment you're quite cut off. You feel quite isolated because you're holding this burden to yourself. Once you release that, you're going to be more connected to the quantum infinite realm of possibility, and that energy is going to feed through yourself into others, and vice versa. Then you have the Eternal Archives card. Everything you think and do is never lost, but don't let that freak you out. Sometimes that can be quite worrying. All your efforts are not lost, Capricorn. All your efforts, even though you may not always see them come to fruition straight away, you know, sometimes, I mean, this is a great example of me. This is a brand new YouTube channel. I'm putting a lot of effort in, and I'm sure most social media accounts and people growing new channels go through this. You put a lot in, you don't necessarily see the results. You know, you have to keep working at it, and all the effort that you've put in, all the positive thoughts, every single seed that you plant, it will grow if you keep watering it. So weather the seasons, Capricorn, and you are going to have some amazing new beginnings here. You're going to feel more connected to those around you. You're going to have some beautiful new beginnings coming in from a material and a creative point of view. And it's going to help your family life too, because that positive energy will really feed into the happiness of your family. I'm going to pull one final card out, which is the Heritage card. Cherish the wisdom and the experiences of the past, passing them to the future. That's so interesting, because that's what I said in your first column. There's something about the past. I almost feel like you want to go back to a time in your past. Obviously we can't, because we live in what's called the arrow of time from a quantum physics point of view. That means time only moves in one direction. Unfortunately, we can't reverse time. So cherish the wisdom and experiences of the past. Again, coming back to the eternal archives, nothing is ever lost. And when you tap into that memory, you're tapping into that node in space-time. It's taking you back to that node in space-time where you experience that positive emotion. So if that's helping you and that's a therapy for you, and it's making you feel good, there's absolutely no reason why you can't draw on that good, happy memory to give you that boost if that helps. But remember not to get stuck in that moment, but help that feeling, use the feeling, the joy, and find a way of how to recreate that in the present. You know, whatever that joy was, how can you rebuild that in the present? Thank you very much, Capricorn. This is a brand new channel, as I just stated. I am giving away a free personal tarot reading, which will be 30 to 40 minutes long, and it will be sent via personal YouTube link. I'm giving away a reading to one of my first 50 subscribers. So please do subscribe for your chance to win a reading. Also, please really like the video, that would really help me, and share the video with anyone who you think would benefit from it. And I'll see you next time, Capricorn.